So for the latest developments on this story, let's cross to our reporter Simphiwe Makhanya, who is covering today's memorial service for Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi in Ulundi. Simphiwe, good morning. I see you still wearing the scarf. I imagine the weather perhaps still not great, but you have been watching the proceedings unfold. And apart from the dignitaries and people who have arrived, what is on the program today?
Indeed, Sakina, I can certainly tell you that many of those that will be attending the memorial service of the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi have started leaving this hotel where we are, of course making their way to the stadium where the memorial service will be held. And of course yesterday we saw a number of senior politicians making their way to the home of the late IFP founder to offer their words of condolences. And of course, with regards to that, I'm going to ask my colleague Ayanda Mhlongo, who was monitoring those developments, just to take us through what sort of messaging came through from the politicians who were visiting the late Prince Mangosuthu's home yesterday. Ayanda, thank you very much.
Well, Simphiwe, a busy day yesterday, as you're saying, with a number of political party leaders come through to pay homage to the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. And I think what stood out, particularly from the parties that came earlier on in the morning, that being the EFF, which was led by its Deputy President Floyd Shivambu, as well as the Democratic Alliance led by party leader John Steenhuisen. Both leaders talking about their personal experiences and how Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi played a role in their personal growth and development as members of parliament. In fact, John Steenhuisen saying that he provided him with counsel as a young parliamentarian, and the same was echoed by Floyd Shivambu. Interestingly, from the EFF as well, I mean, they were saying that a lot of people did not know that the first bilateral meeting that the EFF held just before it was to be formed was with the IFP. They, as leaders of the EFF, sought counsel from Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. And then also more importantly was both party leaders leaving the IFP leaders and leaving the IFP supporters with an important message of unity, asking them to unite and that they should not allow this and the death of their founding father to divide the party. In fact, speaking, Floyd Shivambu mentioning something quite critical, that South Africa is heading towards the next election in the next couple of months, which some say, Simphiwe, could actually be a watershed election for South Africa. Some are likening it to the 1994 in terms of the importance of this election, and him saying that it's most likely that the political dynamics in this country are going to change, and that the IFP is going to play a very critical role, and so they need a very strong IFP, and also calling on the IFP leaders to say continue with the legacy of Umntwana Waga Pindangene. He was a steadfast leader. He was a leader that believed, he was principled, that stood by his ideals, and the message to them was that the party should continue in his footsteps and to continue to build on his legacy. Of course, in the afternoon then was a delegation from the ANC led by the Deputy President of the ANC, Paul Mashatile. And again, a special message coming from the ANC, of course, given the history of the ANC and Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, and the Deputy President of the ANC taking mourners through the history of how the IFP came about and how it was formed, the working relationship with the founding fathers of the ANC, and importantly, the ANC saying that once the party has laid Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi to rest, the two parties need to sit down and talk, and that was the all-important reconciliation talks.
And thank you so much for that analysis as we look forward, Sakina, to what we can expect during the memorial service, where thousands of mourners are expected to converge at the Prince Mangosuthu sports field here in Ulundi. This, of course, to remember the life and times of the late IFP founder and President Emeritus Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. It's over to you in Johannesburg for now.